Yo, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. We're paying Lewis Hamilton today. Yo, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. All right, so this is what we'll be painting today. This is Lewis Hamilton. And as you can see, we already started on it. So we're gonna be putting in the fine details and also doing the crowd. Also the flag. We're gonna be doing the flag too. All right, so we're gonna keep this to the side. It's a reference, of course. All right, so let's get started. All right, so I got a wood palette right here, of course. So we're gonna start off with the flag. So we're gonna need a light blue. A little dab of that. So I'm gonna put some of the colors over here so you can see them. You're gonna have a light blue. I think I already dabbed this. I think I'm tripping. Yeah, so we're gonna get a darker blue. So we're gonna get like a red. So what's gonna tie all these colors together is the white. So we're gonna put white in the middle, and that's gonna be like what brings the color out that we need. All right, so boom, we're gonna hit the white in the middle. Yes, sir, cuz. Yes, sir. Y'all like and comment. Like it up in the chat. All right, 1 second, guys. We plugging up the PC right now. All right, so we're gonna use a smaller brush to start this off. All right, so what we're gonna do is mix this red with the white and get a smooth consistency. All right, so from the last live, we were making our guidelines with the gray, so the light gray and the dark gray. So of course, as you can see, the light gray is where the light color is gonna be. Dark gray is the dark colors. So at this point, we're going to be adding the stripes from the flag. All right, so as you can see, right here, like just how we have it right here, it's like that right there. All right, boom. So we're gonna start off with red. So it don't have to be perfect because you can go back over it on however you want to do it. So I'm gonna start from the bottom and make a triangle that curves around at the edge. So that's gonna be like the base. And over here is gonna be a stripe. So if you don't like your lines when you're painting, you can just go over them and fix it to your liking. Like nothing's ever final with paint, of course. All right, so over here, it's kind of dark red right here. So we're gonna make that dark. But right now we're just gonna get the outline. So it's like a triangle, kind of. And then you just bring this side straight down. Now we're gonna mix this again, the red and the white. It's gonna be a tad of red on the corner where his hand is. That's like a stripe. We're just gonna do a little dab. Not gonna go too crazy on it. All right, so we're gonna mix this red and white once again. All right, so it's gonna be a triangle in this top corner to the, well, in the middle of the flag where it's like real dark. So we're gonna do a small triangle right here to bring out like kind of a harsh line of separation. All right, so when we get to the light part where is a lighter shade of red and blue, is more of stripes coming out this way. So that's what we're gonna do. And it's a triangle in the middle. So we're just gonna start off with the stripes and add like the different shapes that you will see. All right, so from the top of this flag, well, not top, but like right here where it's curved, where it's folding over, we're gonna bring one stripe down to his hand. It's gonna fork out a little bit past his hand, and it's gonna be another one way across his hand on top. We're gonna do that. For sure, for sure. What's up, Moody? So, all right, so we're gonna hit this stripe right here. That's gonna come from the fold of the flag. And it's gonna go towards his hand, and then it's gonna fork out, going up in a slightly upward motion, cause he's like holding it, so he has the grip like right here, so it's gonna go down and then kind of go up. All right, so the next rectangle is slightly wider at the top. All right, so we're gonna make it wider like that. So these are just it's like pretty much of a rough I would say rough sketch of this. It's not final yet. It's just like getting the shapes and like what you're trying to see. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton is the GOAT for sure. All right, bet. So we're gonna have two triangles, red triangles, one down here and one at the top of here of the flag on the left side. That's showing part of the stripes. That's not showing like it's not the whole flag. I mean not the whole flag. It's not the whole corner of the flag. So we're just gonna do a triangle like right here on the corner because the stripe is folded over his over his hand. So we're showing that part right there. Then we're gonna put another triangle at the top. All right, boom. All right, then. I could definitely paint you next on the next slide. All right, then. All right, so now we're gonna hit the blue. All right, so we're gonna mix this blue with the white. All right, get some of the white, get the blue, dab it. Want a little bit more white than blue, because this is just like a base. You just want to get like you just want to get like the shape that you're trying to get. You don't want to well, you can, but the way I do it, we're just getting the basic shapes. All right, so over here, we'll hit this corner with a triangle. All right, so it's another triangle shape right here. It's going upward. So we're gonna hit it right here, going upward, then bring it like in a triangle shape at the top. It's more of a octagon, I would say. Yeah, I'm playing a non-copyrighted music, so I won't, get copyrighted. They'll definitely flag me. Alright then. Alright, so we're gonna put a triangle in this top corner. Well, where the flag is folded right here in blue. Alright, so we're gonna hit this corner like this. Alright, so this triangle is gonna come way out to the edge of this curve where the fold is. And over here, we're gonna have two more. Well, yeah, it'll be two more triangles. One folding over the red. And the second triangle will be at the bottom. It's gonna be folding where his hands are. Well, a little bit above his hands. Appreciate that, Lou.
This is Kraken, the easy way to start exploring crypto. On ramp in minutes, no complicated steps, no
All
stress.
right, so
Just
at the
$50
end,
and you're ready
the
to
end
go.
of this flag,
Trade your way
it's
with
gonna
access
be
from
a
250 wallets
triangle
when
underneath
you're ready. Withdrawn funds is just
and
as easy.
another triangle on
Download the
top.
app today and explore crypto.
So the first triangle is gonna be I forgot the name of that kind of triangle, but I'm gonna show you right here. So it's gonna connect like this. So it's just gonna take over the dart and go down. And then it's gonna be another triangle where his hand is coming from the outside of the flag, going in. You wanna have like an edge to this triangle. So it's gonna go like that and pull it back out. All right. All right then. Not the Flexigun. All right, so now we're gonna hit the white. We're gonna put the white on there. So we're gonna keep in mind like all the light spots and the dark spots we have right here. So we're gonna put like a light coat of white, but we're still gonna remember like we're not gonna go too heavy. It's gonna be a light coat. So I do have my brush pretty much dry. So it's not gonna like it's not gonna overtake the color too harshly. So right now I'm going in between each triangle and each shape that we did. So right here, it's gonna be light, real light, because the sun is beaming through. It's beaming through the flag. So we're gonna make that extra light. We're gonna put a heavier coat on those stripes. All right, so we're gonna hit this right side of the flag. It's a bit much darker because it's like folded. It's all folded together. All right, so we're mixing the red and the white once again, and we're gonna go in again and get a brighter red. All right, so we're gonna hit this stripe right here with the red. We're just gonna try to get a more consistent coat right here. All right, so we're gonna hit these triangles at the top, but I'm going much slower because it is a tighter area. All right, so now we're gonna hit these red stripes with a more consistent red. All right, so hit this top corner one more time. All right, so now all right, so now we're gonna get a more consistent blue and get the blue and the white. We're gonna mix that together. This time we're gonna have more blue in the white. And we're gonna go right back over the blues and make it a brighter blue. All right, so we have this darker blue right here. So what we're gonna do with this darker blue is we're gonna mix it with the white first, and where it's like really dark, the darkest shade of blue, we're gonna keep it just straight blue. So we're gonna keep this white right here in the middle, and we're gonna bring some blue right here. We're gonna mix that together. All right, so where it's dark in the middle, we're gonna be adding that little bit of blue. Add a little bit of more blue into that. All right, so the top corner, well, the bottom corner of this triangle is a dark blue. So we're gonna do that. Put it in like that. And this whole part of this shape is a dark blue, so we're just gonna keep the top part a dark blue. All right, we're gonna add some more blue. All right, so this whole part of this triangle right here, the flexagon, we're gonna keep that. We're gonna make that a dark blue because that part of the flag is folded, so it's darker than the other. All right, so boom, just like that. And I'm gonna go back over this to make it a darker blue. All right, so now I'm gonna come to this corner, the left corner of the flag, and we're gonna hit it with a darker blue because it's folded behind the flag. So we're gonna hit this one triangle like that with the darker blue. And it's a crease on this next triangle. So we're just gonna go straight down the middle with it. We're not, it's gonna be like a stripe of dark blue. That's all we're gonna add. So we're gonna go like that. So that's kind of heavy. That's like a heavy coat. But the thing is, we're gonna blend it in because our brush is quite dry. So I just added some blue to the middle of this flag to make it a little bit more darker. So now, since our brush is dry, we're gonna blend this in. So you just blend it in a little bit, like you stroke it. All right, so that was a dark coat of blue. So we're gonna fix that with a lighter blue. All right, so we're gonna pull some of this blue, the light blue, and a little bit of white. We're gonna blend that. And we're gonna go around the edges of this darker blue and bring it back like that. All right, just like that. All right, so now the way you would want to blend these colors, like say from this dark blue to this light blue. So we put the light blue down first and then we put in a dark blue. So after we do the dark blue, we want to go back in with the light blue and mix that together. And then you're gonna want to get some dark blue, but make sure it's mixed in with the white and go on the edge like that. My brush is kind of wet right now, so it's gonna be harder to blend it. But so like whatever color is overlapping, you want to bring that color, like say like how this light blue is overlapping, you want to get more light blue to push it back until it blends. Alright, so I gotta get some more blue, light blue. Alright, so we're gonna get this blue right here. And you see how it's blending? Alright, so what I just added was a stripe. That's supposed to be a white stripe coming from the front side of the flag, and it's reflecting through the back. So we put like we're gonna make that brighter, but like that's just like a base. All right, so we're gonna be blending all these different shapes. So even this dark blue over here is gonna get a little bit of blue, and we're gonna blend that in with the darker blue. All right, so this right side is gonna be completely dark. That's a whole dark blue. So we're just gonna blend in the rest of these shapes. All right, we blended that in pretty well so far. All right, so now we're gonna add in a little bit of more white. Well, pretty much we're gonna go straight white. We're gonna do a hard white. All right, let's do this white real quick. All right, so where it's dark, that's where the white's gonna be, and where the white's already at. But the thing is, we're gonna go where every shape is. We're gonna have of indentation of white. So it's gonna be like a line. Like say like right here, how this blue and this red is touching. We're gonna go down the middle with blue. I mean white. My bad. So wherever two shapes are touching, you're gonna have a line of white. Yo, so how y'all days was today? So adding the white is like pretty much bringing everything together, and it shows you like what you don't like and what you need to fix, and it makes it so much easier to see where you're trying to go. All right, I'm getting a more consistent blue in certain spots because certain spots are lighter than others. All right, so the back part of this flag that's folded under is a bright white. So we're just gonna go and make it a heavier coat of white and flick it under like that. All right, so I see different parts of the flag that I want to improve. So that's what I'm gonna do. So that includes this blue right here, this blue triangle. I want to make this a little bit wider, and I do want to make this triangle a little bit wider. So I'm gonna get the white and the blue, but I'm gonna put more blue than white. Your blend is pretty much everything when it comes to painting. Like if you blend your colors, like if you have more blue than white, well, what I'm saying is when you, oh, I just messed up. All right, I'm gonna just do this real quick. I'm yapping a little bit too much right now. All right, so now I'm gonna pull some of the darker blue to get a darker consistency to blend it in with the top. And I want it to be more of a harsh line on the white, so it looks like a stripe. So the white will look like a stripe instead of blending. All right, that's good. All right, so we're gonna hit this right side of the flag. So this right side of the flag is gonna be dark blue. So we're gonna hit it like with the dark blue and a little bit of white. I still have a little bit of white right there. So gonna go over it like that. All right, so on this left side, all right, so on this left side, we're gonna blend this light blue in with the dark blue. So we're gonna get a little bit of dark blue, mix it in with the light blue. And we're gonna go around the edges of the light blue. Just like that. All right, so now we're gonna work on the red for the flag. All the red spots, we're gonna add dark where it's supposed to be dark and light red where it's supposed to be light. All right, so I'm gonna get some of the red right here. My brush is still wet. So I'm gonna get some of the excess water out of it. I'm gonna add some white, but make sure it's more red than white. All right, so right here, we're gonna bring this out a little bit more. Over here, we're gonna kick this triangle out a little bit more, like it's folded. And we're gonna kick this triangle out a little bit more. At this point, it's not triangle anymore. It's folding over the curve, but like that was the basic shape that it started off as. All right, so we're gonna make this stripe a little bit wider at the bottom. Just like that. All right, so we're gonna get the darker red, and we're gonna go in and make this rectangle, as you could call it a rectangle. We're gonna make this a little bit wider. All right, just like that. And we're gonna make this go up a little bit, the shoulder fold. All right, just like that. All right, we're gonna hit this edge with light red where the flag is folding over. And it's a little bit of red stripe coming back here. All right, boom, just like that. All right, guys. Well, I'm just gonna finish out the background of this flag and his body, and we're gonna wrap it up for today. So we're just gonna use straight blue and white. So we're gonna get this blue and white and we're gonna mix it. All right, so we're just gonna get this light blue. We're gonna go around his body and fix any body lines that we don't like right now. Kind of make it a fine line, more of a fine line. Alright, just like that. Alright, so blob over here, blob over here, and blob over here. That's how I do it. So I usually start from the outline and go inward when I'm doing a bigger painting. So I'm doing this background, but the background is gonna have something there, so I'm just setting the base first. Alright, so we're gonna go around this flag. Alright, so we're gonna get the outline of this flag at the top. That was a bit much of paint on accident I had poured. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna mix this white and this blue. It's more white than blue. Alright, so alright, I'm gonna dab a little bit over here. Oh man. I keep on putting my hand down on accident. Alright, so we're gonna get this corner of the flag and make sure it's a harsh blue. I mean a harsh line. So So I'm going very slow. Make sure I don't mess it up. All right, so we're gonna hit the top of this flag and gonna make sure that it flows together. Alright, so we're gonna add a little bit of red to some of these dark spots, and we're gonna wrap it up there. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this live. We're not done with the flag. We're gonna keep working on it. But for right now, this is the stopping point. So I hope you enjoy it. Come back and watch us finish this painting. This painting is huge. This is just a corner of the whole thing. And I can show you. Yeah, that's just a section. So we already did this before. We did this. And we worked on finishing the rest of this. So I gotta go all the way over here. So yeah. And this is Lewis Hamilton. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Come back and watch us again. And I'll see you in the next live. Peace.